Instructor. I teach adults and teens. We're going to go through the whole process of being a good defensive driver, being fearless, and just making smart decisions. When you first get into the car, you want to lock your door. Make sure your door is locked, because in case of a collision, you could be thrown out of the vehicle. Next, you got to put on your seatbelt. Now I need you to look straight ahead and frame the rear window and the mirror. So when you're driving, you can look up into the center mirror and see what's going on. Next, you have two side mirrors, one on the left and one on the right. We are in the United States. So what does this mean? Our steering wheel is on the left and we drive on the right side of the road. If we were in India, Australia, or the UK, we would drive on the left and our steering wheel will be on the right. So in that case, we want to look straight ahead and get a little bit of the side of the car. 95% of drivers do not know how to properly adjust a mirror. We want to look to the left a little bit and adjust our mirror so we can see a little bit of the side of the car. So when we're making a lane change, it's mirrors, inside, outside mirror, turn signal, and blind spot. So quick glance to the right. If it's your right turn signal, you turn the turn signal up, inside mirror, outside mirror, look over your right shoulder. You have to check your blind spots. Now that our mirrors are good, we want to pause a second. It's going to be very intense out here. It's going to be a lot of traffic. It's really easy to have an accident, and it's really easy to panic. And I'm saying this because this is true. I'm an instructor. I've had so many near misses. I had a young lady merge on the expressway the other day, and she broke off the driver's side mirror. Luckily, I had some glue, and I was able to glue it on before I got back to corporate. We have to really be careful with our equipment and really be safe. And when I tell you these stories, they are real. So we got to look as we back up. Backing out of your driveway is dangerous. You can hit your neighbor's car. How do we know? I had a client back up and hit their neighbor's car. They had to pay for that. That was over $1,500 worth of damage. So don't take for granted when you're backing up and going through parking lots. They are very dangerous maneuvers. So we're going to put our car in reverse. We're going to look over our shoulder. We're checking. I'm looking. I'm turning my head and looking. There's a lot going on here. And I'm going to put it in drive. I'm looking and checking traffic. You have to look around. You see me literally looking through the parking lot. And I want to show you this. You can't speed out of a parking lot. It is so dangerous, so reckless. We just want to take our time and go out very easily. Okay? We're going to be patient. Go down really easily. Okay, I don't know what they're doing. I'm gonna wait a moment. And then we need to make a right turn, so my blinker's on. See, she almost hit the curb. What is going on with her? Wow. Okay, learn. Learn how to be that defensive driver. Stop signs, very dangerous. People just do not stop. If you want a ticket, below the stop sign. Easy way to get a ticket. I'm gonna go up to the edge. I'm checking traffic, left and right. This is a partially controlled intersection. I'm looking left and right. You have to look. It seems really simple, but a lot of beginners don't do this. And if you want to have an accident or get hit or struck, that's where it happens. Okay, so I'm kind of watching this area. Hello, how are you? And I'm trying to determine, do I really want to go in here with all this traffic? I have to get petrol. I got to deal with all this, so I'll go up and get petrol. The gas tank is on my side, so I've got to go up to a gas pump. And they don't teach you this in driving school, trust me. A lot of beginners do not know how to put gas in their car. Very simple and easy, but it's true. So we got to be careful. So I got to back up. I'm looking out my back window. Don't want to hit a car. I'm waiting for this lady to move forward in the white Chrysler 300. I'm going to show you this. To my left, right outside of the camera. She caught part of her gown, her nightgown, in the car. I don't like these tight spaces because violence, shootouts. I'm just being real with you. All right. Okay. I'm going to take the key. I'm going to turn off the vehicle, but you're going to be there with me. Questions, put them in. Okay, I got the fuel. And the one thing I want to tell you, this car's about to hit me. The one thing I want to tell you is you got to get fuel. Last summer, I ran out of fuel on the expressway. I thought I had about 3 gallons left. I had a client. The car ran out of gas. I got in trouble at corporate. You need to make sure you have fuel in your vehicle and you can get where you need to go. Don't cut it really short. Don't cut it short. So that being said, what's up, brother?
I don't know if you remember me, but I took your, you was my driver
Hey,
at Sears same day on casual.
hey.
Yup.
All right, bro.
I want to say, hey, good
Thank you, bro. I love it, man. It's always nice when your drivers come back, people talk to you. Okay, let's look at this craziness right now. Okay, we're in this crazy gas station. This fool about to hit me. They about to hit me. His car holding on by a bungee cord. You got to be really, really careful in gas stations. But people don't know about maneuverability. This guy's doing a 3-point turnaround. It's real out here, okay? So I've got to work on my maneuverability too. This fool's backing up on a major. Okay, so I'm gonna pull out here. I'm gonna stop for a second, roll down, pause, and now I'm gonna make a right. So you see a lot of things going on in a city gas station, or this could be in Des Moines, Iowa. This could be in Houston, Texas. We've been all over. Thank you. So this is real life. We're gonna face a lot of heavy traffic, and I'm gonna tell you honestly what your thought process is. We want to slow over the speed bump because it can bottom out your car. Hey Meta, what is the temperature today? Have to go up and stop. Gotta pause. And then I'm waiting for someone to let me in. They might not. That's okay. I'm just gonna wait. Okay, my head's on the swivel. Here's a gap. You go right into the nearest lane. Turn in the nearest lane. A lot of beginners don't do that. They oversteer. If you oversteer, the car's gonna jump the curb. I'm gonna show you to the right. Okay, you see the tree. If you oversteer, you're gonna hit the tree. I've had to hit the brake many times. If you steer wide, you're gonna turn in the wrong lane. Turn smoothly and gradually. Don't oversteer, don't understeer. Take your time. I'm really tired today. I'm hungry, irritable, but sometimes you gotta drive. No one cares. No one cares. I'm gonna tell you this, you gotta take care of your own self mentally and emotionally. You gotta make sure you're emotionally ready to go, because when you get on the road, people have other family issues. I had a young lady who was basically taking care of her brother at her grandmother's house for the last 7 years. This is a true story. I can't say her name, but she was taking care of her little brother for the last 7 years. She was out of the office for about 4 months. Okay, this is real. So now we're gonna go down this ramp and it's gonna be stop and go. I have a half a tank of gas. My AC works barely, but I'm gonna come out to this first lane. If you were with me, I said, let's go in the first lane. Bam, let's be safe. All right. Trying not to tailgate. People are going 35 in a 55. It's just heavy traffic. Another thing you need to know, when you sign for driver's education lessons, talk to your instructor. A lot of beginning drivers are scared. They're very nervous. I'm a very social person. You've seen my content before. I teach people. Had a young lady who's autistic, 27. She's going to sign up for a road test. We had Shaquavia 2 weeks ago. Did about 10 lessons. She passed her road test, and we have to check in with her because she's going to need our support to get a good used car. She wants to move out of the city to a better area of the city. No cap and head on the city, but sometimes the economic standards are not there. So when you drive, you are driving to get yourself to work, to home, to a doctor's, to your friend's house. And you want to be appreciative and humble. I'm humble every time I get in this car because I realize it could be my last time. And if you're under 25, the most likely way of you dying is in an automotive accident. It's called a kryptonite quotient. A lot of young people think they'll never die, they're invincible, they're indestructible. They're so far from the truth. Hello E, how are you doing? Thank you, I really appreciate you. I'm really exhausted today. You see this traffic backing up, but I'm being real with you. I was on a really good Zoom call and they were talking about setting your priorities, okay? Mental health is the most important thing. Yeah, mental health is the most important thing. And when you're out here driving, you want to just stay out of conflicts. And I want to stay out of conflicts. No one's blind spot, not tailgating, not cutting people off using my blinker. You've seen these things. People cut you off with the blinker. They tailgate. They harass. They bully you with bigger vehicles. And you live, you're outside New York. So I can't imagine the heavy traffic that goes through there every single day. But set your priorities. I work. I do driver's ed. I teach adults and teens. I have an opportunity to really make a lot of money over the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks. But at what cost? I'm going to have a $1,500, $1,800, $1,900 check. $200 or $300 more is not going to make a difference. I'm humble, but I have to get my rest. I don't want to answer the phone right now. Okay? Because there's a shortage of driving instructors. I don't think a lot of you realize this. And I have to preserve my mental capability. Okay? When you're married, you have a family. I'm going to be going to Chicago in a couple of weeks. I just need to step back. I have to take a step back because I have to preserve my mental health. I learned this a couple years ago. You're chasing money. You're going to fall asleep, scream at an adult or teen, miss a light, and you're going to have an accident or fall asleep at the wheel. At the end of the year, end of the quarter, everyone's tired. I got evaluated today. I thought it went really good. Okay? Clients were really sharing their perspectives, not me leading the discussion, them. That's a cutoff. I'm at 35 and a 50, 55. And this is anywhere in the country. Houston, Texas, Detroit, Michigan, Los Angeles, California. And of course, Mother's Day is on Sunday, so I had to change my schedule. I got to put my wife first. And if any of you guys are married, you need to take care of your wife. Okay, ladies, to tell your husband or your man, hey, my day is Sunday. So we're at about 60, cruising, AC's blowing a little colder, trying to relax. But I've learned also, if my mind is on other things, I'm going to rear end someone. I got to stay focused in the moment. It's called concentration. We're at about 60 and a 70. How you doing today? I was on a team building call. The one thing that they said, you have to do what's important. What's important right now is my mental health, my family, and my wife. That's what's important. I was supposed to drive tonight after class. I'm canceling. I'm getting burned out. I'm getting tired. You do have to manifest your priorities. My priority has got to be mental health because I'm getting tired. I try to get rest. When you sleep in the bed, your brain is running, your mind is running. You don't ever really get into a deep sleep. And my problems, you have to take care of home. You have to take care of home first, meaning take care of your family, take care of your mental health. I don't care if I was a millionaire. If my family's falling apart, my mental health is falling, I'm not healthy, I won't be here long. So you see all these cars cutting over. So I'm saying this to you, it's real out here. The reality is real. This guy's trying to tailgate me. I'm sick of it. But people can't make you go any faster. I'm gonna cruise at about 50. Why should I go 60 or 70 and tailgate this black Jeep and rear end them? That'd be stupid. Safety's no accident. My boss told me that last year. I laugh, but it makes sense. I'm at about 65. If people want to go 80 or 90, they can pass me on the left. Don't care. Safety. Like this minivan, they were tailgating me, going crazy. And the thing I want to tell all of you, when you're looking at these videos, you're going to listen to the message. What is it really like? You get tired sometimes. You just want to go home and jump into bed and just relax. I do a lot. I teach class. I'm in the office. I'm doing data analytics. It's a lot. I've got to schedule people to drive. I'm an independent contractor. It's a lot. But what I learned, do what's important. Right now is my mental health. That's the most important thing. I'm at about 70 right now in the middle lane. I don't need to go 80. I don't need to go 90. It's not necessary. It's not this serious. Because I have no place to be. And I think what all of you should understand is that you have to drive with a purpose. Teaching adults how to drive, having good driving record are important. Doing gas maintenance. This could be us driving to Chicago. I would just set my cruise, keep good space, because it's going to be like this when we drive to Chicago, my daughter and I, and I'm going to go ahead and check my schedule. And then I have to register for a day. It's either the 16th, 17th, or 18th. I drive on the 17th and 18th, so it's going to be on a Friday. We're going to have to drive to Chicago, probably a 5-hour, 6-hour drive. But then we'll meet the media. I'll be taking pictures. I manifest positive manifestation. For those of you who don't know, the IHRA, International Hot Rod Racers Association, had a contest. They wanted someone who had a large social media following, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Snap, and then they would pick a person. Just, you might get a t-shirt, get a pass, free lunch or something. You would go to a sanctioned track and you're going to be there to shoot videos of race cars, and particularly in the burnout box. This is where literally there are people inside a boxed area doing burnouts, drifting. So it's going to make me a better content creator. It's not going to make me stressed. I'm going to get better because I'm learning how to use a phone, my Meta Ray-Bans, and my DSLR camera. So I got out of my comfort zone. So what I want to say to all of you need to get out of your comfort zone. I'm going to interview drivers, talk to them. And instead of going by myself and wishing my family's there, I asked my daughter. She's 22. She's like, I would love to, Dad. I'm like, bet, let's go. So she'll drive there. I'll drive back. We're going to stay there all day. Sunscreen, hydration, eating good. Because when you go to the track, you are there catching all those sun rays. And you could get very well sunburned. Even though I'm African American, I'm black. Black people get sunburned too. So you got to have sunscreen on and protect yourself and hydrate. Then the camera's going to get hot. So, I'll be prepared. The speed limit goes anywhere from 55 to 75 miles an hour. We're at 50 right now. Also, I'm learning how to make better content, so I'm really excited just to learn from the media department, what type of camera, what type of lens, how can I make better content. So it's going to make me better, and I'm passionate about cars. What are all of you passionate about? You like cars? You like computers? I'm squeezing my brake because I don't want to get hit. Yeah, you will get somewhere. You got that right. They're enough fun, yes. Piano playing, awesome. I also play the violin. You guys did not know that. I play the violin, so that's something you didn't know about me. Yes, you got to keep it on. Because a lot of these young people, they just go out there and burn themselves up like a piece of crispy bacon, and then they got skin cancer. Like that gray car just cut off that car. It's Daisy. Oh, yeah. But we get these qualities from our parents. But when you're young, you're like, oh, I can't stand my mom and dad. But right around 22, 23, 24, you're like, I miss my mom and dad. And they're still always correcting you. Like all my girl cousins, they're on me still, man. I'm 43 and they still tell me what I'm doing right and wrong. You feel me? But you need your family to pull you through. And sometimes you have to decompress from everything. I also have a young lady in the class. She bakes cookies. It is new. She started selling cookies at our local high school and at the college level. She has a cookie brand, and I'll take some pictures, show you guys, but I want to learn from her. So each of your students has a particular gift, from God. That's how I look at it. Everyone's a little bit different. I don't judge anyone, because when you're teaching adults or teens how to drive, they don't know. They don't know who they are, what they are. And you have to have your kid gloves on or your adult gloves on. And I say that from truth. Like all this traffic, it would just make you go crazy. It's going to be worse than this going to Chicago, trust me. We had a Socratic seminar today where we were talking about problems or issues, and each of the clients was discussing some of the issues that they have, and then I was listening. You got to learn to listen more, so I've learned to listen. Traffic is moving a little bit. This is not for kids. Kids can't drive in like heavy traffic like this for a long period of time. They're just going to lose focus and control. We're at about 60 and just trying to take my time. 70. I'm going to stay in the middle lane. I'm just scanning left, middle, and right. And I'm just looking, checking traffic. You always have to look around to see who's around you, checking mirrors. Yes, family is everything. Yeah, you're right. You have to take care of your husband or wife or your boyfriend or girlfriend, or they won't be there. True. And I don't want to wake up and be by myself, because a job or money's not everything. For some people it is, but not for me. Money comes and goes. People come and go. You got to find the person that you love and stay with them. Behind the truck to the right with the wood. I don't want to be behind the truck to the left with the saw, the power tools. So I want to stay and see. They're just cutting off people, man. It's just being courteous, man. See that? Use your blinker. It's all it takes. And now we're both good. That person that's an erratic lane changer, the one in the F-150, yes, it's crazy. 100%. This is a cloverleaf, so it's a long curve, so you gotta go in slow. Going too fast, you'll crash. So my cousin rode her F-150, he rode her truck over. She still has back problems today, so you gotta be careful. This is true. The next day I noticed people just tailgate, man. And I'm moving, man. I'm moving. But I'm not going to put myself in danger for someone else. And I think that's what you'll see when you see these videos. Do not put yourself in danger for anyone else. And I'm going to use light pressure. I want to see the rear of the tires. If I can't, then I'm too close. You got to do what's important to you, and that's mental health and safety. There's a lot of heavy traffic here. I guess I'm human just like you. I get tired, I get run down, burned out. You gotta take a break. Thank you. You had to go slow in this turn. Take your time. actually had a twin brother and sister. The young man hit one of these cones, and the sister said, "What are you doing? You hit the cone. You're gonna fail." And that's what happened. Crashed into the cone. He failed. This is true. A lot of people aren't meant to drive. Yes. The bus pass. It's true. True. So true. And to add to what you're saying, mental stability is really important. You got to be able to stop and position the car in a residential rural intersection. Also, I'm looking on the actual test right now. You got to be able to assess freeway and expressway conditions. It was really very busy on the freeway. Complete lane changes at higher speeds. I was able to do that, although I try to stay in the middle lane. Being passed on a 1 or 2 lane road. Passing on the right when legal. Being passed on the right when turning left. Turning onto or from a multi-lane divided highway using a medium crossover. I see that sometimes. Parallel parking. And of course, instructor comments. Attach an additional page for further comments. Driver's education instructor name, driver's education instructor signature. It is serious out here. I want to thank all of you today. I need you to look at these videos. I will probably be going live later, probably about 7:30. And I want to say thank you all. And then hopefully you can join my live about 7:30. And then we'll go from there. So thank you guys. I will talk to you later. Bye.